Let's make pumpkin yeast bread. First, we need to combine warm milk, sugar, and yeast in a stand mixer. Mix until the sugar and yeast are dissolved. Next, you will need to add flour. You might need to add more later, depending on how sticky your dough is. Next, you'll add your eggs, pumpkin pie puree. Make sure it's pumpkin pie puree and not pumpkin pie filling. Next, we're going to add in our spices, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, clove, and a little bit of salt. Mix until a dough forms and add softened butter. Knead for 10 minutes. Next, you're going to take your dough out and turn it out onto a surface. Here we're going to be adding in raisins. Some of them like to escape when adding, but just fold them in as best you can. Just keep folding the raisins in. I love raisins, so this recipe has quite a few. As you can see, this dough is a little bit sticky, which is the way you want it. Next, you're going to place this in a greased bowl. You're going to turn it over so it's greased on both sides, and then you'll cover it with a towel till it doubles in size. While your dough is rising, you're going to make your cinnamon sugar filling, which is white sugar, flour, and cinnamon. Once your dough has doubled in size, you're going to turn it out onto a lightly floured surface and divide it into 2 equal portions. You'll take one of the pieces and form it into a ball. Taking a rolling pin, you're going to roll it out to roughly 8 by 15 inches. You might have to use your hands to stretch it and reshape it a bit. That's okay, this dough is pretty forgiving. Once you have the shape you desire, you're going to take your cinnamon sugar filling and sprinkle it all over, leaving just a little bit at the top without any cinnamon sugar on. You're then going to take the edge that's closest to you and start rolling it up, and you want to roll it up tight. You also want to make sure you're pinching in the sides as you go. You're rolling this like a jelly roll cake, and you'll keep rolling, tucking, and then when you get to the end, you want to pinch it together so we keep all that cinnamon sugary goodness on the inside of the bread. You'll then take your dough and place it into a bread pan. Mine's lined with parchment paper, but if you don't have parchment paper, you can use a sprayed pan. Repeat the process with the other dough, cover with a towel, and let them rise until doubled. Once they have risen, you will brush the tops with milk. Bake at 350 degrees for about 35 minutes. Your oven might be slightly different, and I would start checking at about 30 minutes. Place on a wired rack to cool for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you can pull the bread out of the loaf pan to continue to cool to room temperature. Slice and enjoy. I like mine just like this, plain. I like it with a little bit of butter. I also like it the next day toasted with butter. It would also be really good done as French toast. Thanks for watching!